Got that, Dan? You all set?
Good morning. I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Broome County Industrial Development Agency Audit and Finance Committee meeting. First order of business is to accept the minutes of the January 22nd, 2025 meeting. Everyone's had a chance to review those minutes and we will now accept them for the record. Next on the order of business is public comment. Anyone wishing to speak to the members of the committee, please state your name, address, and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Hearing none, we will close the public comment period. New business. Item number 4, resolution authorizing an expenditure in the amount of up to $200,000 by the Broome County Industrial Development Agency to pursue a new capacity zone study by New York Independent System Operator for the proposed Broome Technology Park located on approximately 600 acres of land on Airport Road in the towns of Maine and Union, Broome County, New York. Stacy.
Hi, yes, so this resolution would allow, approve essentially the expenditure of up to $200,000 for the IDA to continue part of our critical due diligence on the Broome Technology Park as we look at a number of factors in how to build out this park. Power capacity has quickly generated to one of the top priorities. Per New York State Public Service Commission regulation, any wattage over 10 megawatts, if I'm saying that correctly, requires a capacity impact study by the New York State Independent System Operator, New York State ISO. As part of our due diligence previously, we've completed an interconnection report, which outlines and provides options and recommendations to our utility provider on ways to increase power capacity. We are seeking somewhere between 100 to 250 megawatts at this site over a period of time. So certainly that falls in the category of requiring an impact study. So this next step would be for us to initially expend the dollars to complete that report. The ISO study is about $150,000. We've of course budgeted for some contingencies as well. We have sought a second New York FAST shovel-ready pre-development grant for this with Empire State Development. Our current conversations are that we're confident, we're optimistic that the state will look favorably upon us using that program to help cover costs. So any expenditure, if approved, would be reimbursed to us. So any questions?
Yeah, so the first study we got, the outfit, they kind of highlighted some
Yeah.
eye openers there. It was very interesting. So will this be the official thing that we then give to the
Yes.
ISO?
Mhm.
Got it.
Mhm.
So this will be a little more in depth, probably.
Yes, yeah, so some of the
okay.
next steps would be to take that interconnection report, sit down with the utility, in our case, NICEAG, review the options. You want to get some general consensus on
Yeah.
which options we would want to advance for power capacity. The options range from how to achieve, I think it's somewhere from 135 to 250 megawatts.
Yeah.
And there's costs associated with each. So from there, we would then essentially submit that application to the ISO.
Because the first report, we couldn't submit that, we can submit
Yeah.
this.
Mhm.
Gotta do this. This is very important.
So,
As part of the resolution, do we need to state that this is pending a grant funding or anything to make sure that we're doing this with recognition that it's hopes that we're gonna get grant funding?
I don't think it would hurt to do that. I mean, I think there's, certainly, I think
Gotta do
I would say, I think it's something we'll expend, but we can certainly add. I'll go with you that
We can
language.
add it, but it's not you just said, we have to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not dependent on the grant, but we can
But it
acknowledge.
doesn't hurt. I
It
mean,
doesn't
if
hurt.
we go
We can
ahead and approve this and say
acknowledge,
we're gonna spend it,
Yeah.
does then New York State comes back and says, we're not giving you this money
Right.
because you already approved it, you're spending your own money.
Yeah,
Right.
good point, yeah.
Yeah.
We can acknowledge.
Let them know that we're counting on them still.
Right,
We're
yeah,
approving
absolutely,
it.
because,
Okay,
this was outside of the scope of work from our, Broome Tech budget, but yeah. Okay, we can add language there.
I'll make that motion, if that's what.
Move it to the board as amended.
Yes, yeah.
And because it's reimbursable anyways, we'd have to make that expenditure, in advance, so.
Yes, yes, this is.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Is there any old business? Motion for adjournment is now in order.
Yeah.
Motion second. Carried.
Okay.